Good morning, and thanks for joining us. We're coming to you live from the Barclay Training Center, the BDC here in Monrovia, and today marks the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the Armed Forces of Liberia. And as you can see, this soldier right here looking at his time, he has only 2 seconds before the flag of Liberia, the national anthem, gets hoisted. And so, as you can see, the whistle is blown, and these two soldiers will raise the flag gradually, calling for attention. And the flag of the Republic of Liberia goes up, goes up, it goes up to the skies. And in any second from now, it will reach its peak. And there you have it, the flag of Liberia being hoisted. It's exactly 6 o'clock. The flag is up. 1, 2. The flag is up. And so there you have it. 6 officers observing their national duty on the 60th anniversary of the Armed Forces of Liberia by hoisting the flag of the Republic of Liberia. 6 this morning. And this marks the beginning of activities marking the observance of the 60th anniversary of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Once the flag gets hoisted this morning, next, an official program will be held here this morning at the Barclay Training Center. Wherever you're watching us from, this is National Flag Day celebration, and the hosting of the flag this morning begins the activities and observance of the 60th anniversary of the Armed Forces of Liberia. These soldiers, early this morning, are the ones hosting the flag, and right after the hosting of the flag, the observance of the actual event begins here at the BTC, the Barclay Training Center. So wherever you're watching us from, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Stay with us. This is LNTV. There you have it. There you have it. All right. So that's it. Now these soldiers will retire. They will retire this morning and go back to prepare themselves to begin the actual activities here at the Barclay Training Center. But before that, let me show you around quickly. Since we just hosted the flag, let me show you around quickly and show you where preparations are ongoing for today's celebration. Now this is the BTC, the Barclay Training Center, and as you can see it in here in the stands, or here the seats right ahead of us have been prepared for those who will be here to observe the celebration right here at the BTC. So as you can see, all of the seats are already prepared. At this side is the other wing. On the other side is where the dignitaries will be. Today, the keynote speaker, the person delivering the keynote address for today's event, is Sierra Leone's president, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. He arrived in country just yesterday evening via the Roberts International Airport, and a dinner was held in his honor at the residence of His Excellency President Joseph Boakai. And so this morning at around 8, the actual event is expected to begin, the peak start here at the BTC. Now, this place is a little empty. Of course, it's quite early this morning, 6 a.m. So we expect that these seats will be filled up any moment from now. The Liberians will be making their way here at the Barclay Training Center. So we're still setting up. This morning we're bringing you full coverage of these activities. They will be on the radio, ELBC Radio 99.9 FM, LNTV Liberia Live, of course, here. So this is it. As you can see right here. This is the pew where on this side, government officials and family members of soldiers will all sit on this side of the divide. And then if we go a little further and show you, where you see lots of decoration taking place. This is where military practitioners will be sitting. Right here it says heads of security institutions. So heads of security institutions will be talking about the NSA, of course the AFL itself. We'll be talking about the police. We'll be talking about the LIS, the Liberian Immigration Services, and you name them. There are also seats reserved. As you can see there, all of the military terms being used. AFL High Command will sit in the back, that final one. So you can see right over there. And then if we come a little closer here, we have we also have special guests who will be seated here. As you see there, special guests. This is where the special guests will sit. The international guests will be sitting right here. And as you can see, if you look a little closer in the back there, a picture of the president of Sierra Leone, His Excellency President Barclay, in the back there. You can also see the flag of Sierra Leone, the flag of Liberia, all organized, well designed here in preparation, in observance of National Flag Day. See the national seal on the floor, the red carpet beautifully designed. This is a regular podium that will be used for all of the guests. And that one on the other end is that of the one for His Excellency, the President. And so, folks, and also right over there, the picture of the President of Sierra Leone again, nicely designed, well organized. If we go closer a little bit, that's a seat for the House Speaker Richard Namweku, and there's another one there for the Chief Justice, Councillor Oxford Toye, former President's Republic of Liberia. So we expect that probably former President Ellen Johnson to leave, former President George Weah, former presidents of Liberia. And all of these seats are all reserved for the high table. We have a seat reserved for the associate justices. We also have reserved seats for the legislators who are expected to be here. They'll all be behind in those rare seats. As you can see, if you look closely, you see legislators. All designed and awaiting the arrival of His Excellency the President. We see cabinet ministers will be seated directly behind His Excellency the President in the back in the rare seats. And so, folks, that's it. And this morning, once the event starts, the President, His Excellency President Barclay, will stand right here this morning, and he will arrive through this route, through here. He will be received by the Armed Forces of Liberia this morning. He will be received by the soldiers this morning, and once he arrived, he will stand right here on this pew. He will receive several salutes. The national anthem will be played. That of the national anthem of Liberia will be played, and then His Excellency will retire, and he will retire to his seat, which is expected to be somewhere right here where the seal is. As you can see, somewhere right there, the seat of His Excellency the President will be placed, and right by him, the President of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio, will sit right by His Excellency the President. So first thing this morning, once he arrives, he will be received right here. The national anthem will be played, receive several salutes from the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, the Minister of Defense, all of the security apparatus. And then he will walk through to have a seat. Also through here, the President of Sierra Leone will also be received here, expected to be received here. As you can see, the flag of Sierra Leone is right there. So President Julius Maada Bio will also stand here. He will receive several salutes, and the national anthem of Sierra Leone will be played just like they did yesterday when he arrived at the Rabat International Airport, where he was received and he inspected the National Guards, and the national anthem of Sierra Leone was also played. So, folks, this morning we just want to run you through and show you as preparations underway to to kickstart this event. Um, the folks here are arranging the program sheets, as you can see, my colleague. Yes, I thank you very much. So I already got one. I'll run you through some of the activities quickly. Uh, I'll run you through some of the activities quickly. Thank you very much. So I already got the official national program for the Armed Forces of Liberia. And so welcome to Liberia, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone. As you can see, is written there. And there are still a bulk of seats on this side. As you can see, there are reserved seats still here. And empty seats, of course, like I said, it's still way too early. So any moment from now, you will have people occupying all of these seats. And so, folks, that's it. I just want to walk you through before the actual event starts. But today marks the 68th anniversary of the Armed Forces of Liberia. And Sierra Leone's President, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, will deliver the keynote address today at today's event. Also, during these times, just yesterday, in fact, Liberia launched its national bid. For the United Nations Security Council. So as you can see right here, it says Liberia for the United Nations Security Council. So this event was held yesterday at the Centennial Pavilion, where top government officials, folks from the diplomatic community were all present, and that was the launch of the national bid for Liberia's bid at the to have a non-permanent seat at the United Nations. So currently, Sierra Leone and I think Algeria, correct me if I'm wrong, are the only two African countries who sit at the table at the who both have a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council. The way the council is, it has countries that are permanent members on its Security Council, and there are countries that are non-permanent members on its Security Council. Think of the big countries: the U.S., China are all permanent members of the UN Security Council, and also countries like Greece. Countries like Greece and several other countries, including Algeria and Sierra Leone, who are literally the only two African countries, are also sitting on the have non-permanent seats on the Security Council. So Liberia launched her bid yesterday, her national bid, to have a seat at the UN Security Council, a non-permanent seat, and then also again, the launch for this bid was done in New York sometimes last year during the United Nations General Assembly. His Excellency President Barclay, Foreign Minister Sarah Best-Loyanti, and a host of other government officials were there in New York at the Liberian Embassy, and they launched the bid for Liberia to have a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council. So that was done. So this morning we're still walking through. I mean, arrivals are already taking place. Soldiers are arriving. Officials are arriving, and I mean, preparations are on the way already, folks. Preparations on the way. See these well-attired, beautiful-looking soldiers. Today marks their anniversary, so they're quite very busy. But see how well-attired they look. See how well-attired they are. Well organized. So this morning, today, you get to see lots of this. You get to see soldiers standing around. You get to see soldiers in different uniforms from different units, from different countries. In fact, will all be here. There's soldiers from the Sierra Leone Army. They're all here in Liberia. They all form part of these activities. And I guess there are other, military and paramilitary personnel that have been invited from the sub-region. They're all here also. So, I mean, it's a huge day for Liberia. It's a huge day for the country's defense, for the history of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Veteran soldiers are already seated. There are seats reserved for veterans who played their part before. Still have active officers, So today you're going to discover a lot. And one thing I want you to also understand, let me tell you, if you want to know something about the Liberian Army, it's one of the army that has some of the youngest army personnel in the sub-region. Trust me, AFL has some of the youngest army personnel in the sub-region, and very professional also. Very professional folks. Very professional guys. Very professional. Enviable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lots of people actually do envy the level of professionalism that exists in the armed forces of Liberia. So just kindly do us a favor, go in the comment section, wish them a happy Armed Forces Day. This is their anniversary, folks. The people who defend you, who defend their country, today mark the 60th anniversary of the Armed Forces of Liberia. So wish them well. Go in the comment section and say happy Armed Forces Day to the soldiers, guys. These are the guys who've got your back. These are the guys who are defending your country against all threats, foreign, domestic. Yes. So my name is Anthony Williams, and along with my teammates, will be bringing you all of the activities today. And maybe I should just walk you through. Uh, Probably I should just put my camera down. One second, guys. One second. Come here. So yes, so folks, that's it. So I've been bringing you just a little summary of what's going to happen today here at the Barclay Training Center, here at the BTC, for the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the Armed Forces of Liberia. This year's theme for the Armed Forces Day celebration says sustaining peace and security through stakeholders engagement, the role of the Armed Forces of Liberia. And so, I mean, it all ties into the fact that Liberia is already bidding to have a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council, and it's all about peace, preaching peace. The UN Security Council is one of the United Nations organs, amongst its six organs that are responsible to secure global peace and security. And also, the UN Security Council is also responsible to recommend to the UN new member states and new countries. That Security Council is basically centered around peace and providing global security. So, Liberia's bid to sit on the Security Council also ties in with the fact that the country has been pushing global peace since it returned from war. So, the theme for this year's Armed Forces Day says sustaining peace and security through stakeholders' engagement and the role of the Armed Forces of Liberia. So today marks the 60th anniversary of the Armed Forces. His Excellency President Joseph Boakai, the Commander-in-Chief of the Army, will be here at the Barclays Training Center at around 8 a.m. this morning to begin the activities, or the festivities, if I may use that term. The special guest of the Armed Forces of Liberia is Sierra Leone's President, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. And President Julius Maada Bio will deliver the keynote address today here at the Barclays Training Center. My team and I will be here all through. We will bring you all of the activities. So wherever you're watching us from, stick and stay with LNTV Liberia Live. Also stick around ELBC Radio 99.9 FM on Facebook, and also you can also listen to us on ELBC Radio on our frequencies 89.9, 99.9. And then you can also follow us or watch us on Satcom or on Multi TV. We'll rejoin you once the event begins. Anthony Williams, bye bye for now.